and today we're looking at subtracting a variable, then adding and subtracting the value to solve. Okay, so this is still in the step of one-step equations. However, I'm going to show a couple different methods of how to get rid of this negative x. Okay, so I still count this as a one-step equation though. So here, to get rid of negative x let's first add it to both sides. Okay, so then what we'll find is we have 3 equals 1 plus x. Okay, that way when we solve this now, we'll have a positive x and we don't have to do anything at the end. So here we can subtract 1, and our final solution then, we're left with 3 minus 1 is 2 equals x. So consider over here, I'm just going to redo the question a different way. If you choose not to do this, this is what you'll get. So here, let's isolate so we keep our x on the left. So here we're just going to subtract this 3 and subtract this 3. Then what we're going to find is we have on the left negative x equals negative 2, right? So you could do it this way and at the end say, well, I have to divide by negative 1 both sides. So that's how we get x equals 2. So either way you'd like to do it, some people would much prefer the step on the left, others prefer the right method. Personally, after you get used to it, I would use the right method if you're comfortable with it, because you could just say, well, you can just switch signs at the end rather than saying divide by negative 1. But I will keep doing both for this next problem. So here plus x, and then we're going to add x so we can get it as negative 1 equals negative 2 plus x. Now we want to isolate, get rid of negative 2, so we're going to add this plus 2 on each side. Actually, sorry, I should do this. Those x's in red. And here, we're then going to get, well, negative 1 plus 2 is 1. And on this side, we're left with just x. Then, if we want to try the other way over here, we start off with minus x minus 1 equals negative 2. And we can add our 1. So we're going to find that we have negative x equals negative 1. And so at the end, we can divide by negative 1 to find that x equals 1. So last one I'm going to do, so here let's get this x positive, so we have to add it to both sides. Then we can see that we have x minus 6 equals negative 4. Okay. Then we have to isolate our x by adding 6 here, adding 6 here. So both, notice, that's why I keep doing it red, so you can see that we're just adding or subtracting the exact same value. So we haven't changed anything. Because at any point we wanted, we could get back our original expression by doing the reverse process of what we've done so far. We'll get back the same numbers. That way we haven't changed the ratio of x to numbers. Here on the left, we're left with x equals, well, minus 4 and 6 is just 2. So once again, let's do it on this side. I'll do a different color. So we have minus 6 equals negative x minus 4. So this method, right, we'll just isolate our x right away, keeping it as a negative. Then what do we see? Well, here we see we get negative 2 equals negative x, and at the end we can just divide by negative 1, and we'll find that our end answer is 2 equals x.